Mr. Alaba Ovie is a histoscientist, a medical histopathology department, University of Abuja Teaching Hospital. He joins us from Abuja studios. Thank you for joining us. I'd like to begin by asking what you think the WHO is likely to find in its investigations on the virus origin in Wuhan.
Good evening, Millicent. Good evening, Nigerians. They are going to find something. And what is it? What they have in mind, they want to go and find. They will find it. I don't want to go into the international politics that involve that, but I know science does not operate or operate on speculation. Science operates on fact, and we have tools that can guide our decision in what we are looking out for. For instance, simple artificial intelligence is going to help out. And of course, it was an expert, AI, artificial intelligence epidemiologist that first flagged off the issue of COVID-19 in China. So that's a very good tool. Artificial intelligence can solve that. Then secondly, tools like bioinformatics using simple software like BLAST to look at degree of relatedness can be employed. And also next generation sequencing can be employed. We will find out the origin, whether it's actually from China in the first place or it was imported into China and then China became the victim of that virus. I don't believe in cover-up. I also encourage the global community to look into that with the mind of finding the origin and solution. But of utmost importance presently is how do we end COVID-19? How do we end this coronavirus so that our school should be open, so that our market should be open, so that our street will be returned, so that our churches, our mosques, so that people can go back to their normal life. This life is no longer funny with many people. So attempt to end it is of most important than finding out the origin. It has happened, okay? So what we need now is to solve the quagmire the global community have found themselves, and that will suffice it. But what they set out to find out, they will look at, they will find it. If they want to indict China, they will find reason. If they want to solve it, they will find reason. But we have scientific tools available to all the scientists to solve that problem.
Mr. Ovie, I want you to quickly tell us, and this is coming to Nigeria, okay. The head risk communication of the NCDC says that states need to do more to create demand for testing. You talked about the supply and then the demand angle, but, you know, are states really taking ownership of the pandemic fight? In just a few seconds, if you can.
Yes, thank you so much. I think one of the way out of this pandemic is this just question that you have asked. The state, not just the state and local government, I am of the opinion that the ownership of this fight should be taken back to the people. Identify people of influence. Identify people that the society respects so much. For instance, in this part, in Northwest or in Northeast, get the malams. Get malams, educate them, let them understand the trouble that is with us. By the time that they understand, engage them to reach out to their subject. Engage the emirs to reach out to their subject. You will see the wonder. They will identify possible cases that should be tested. Secondly, why don't you identify pastors that have so much influence? By the time that they understand and they buy into fighting this pandemic, you will see the wonder. So the ownership shouldn't just be by people don't trust government to some extent now. People believe that the whole thing is a scam. So why don't you engage people that such people believe in? And the game will change. So I am of the opinion that in as much as local government, state should show responsibility, show leadership by stepping in, I also believe that they should also engage people of influence.
All right,
and
Mr. Ovie.
influence, people that society will listen to them. Let them champion this.
We'd like to thank you, Ms. Alaba Ovie, histoscientist, medical histopathology, Department, University of Abuja. Thank you for joining us on the program.